So one question that we often get asked is, well, how can I fit this in around everything else I've got going on in my life? And you are and we talked about this the other day, actually, didn't we? So we do work with people who are very busy, whether that's full-time jobs, co-parenting, single parenting, or just having kids in general in a relationship where you're both still together is still a lot, right? Especially if you're both working. So what are the kind of things that you're doing to help you make the time and find the time to start the process of this learning and mastering this skill set?
Yes, to just be planning to make time for it, no? So because it's all about the logistics and the priorities that you do, I think so, because if it's not planned, it's not getting done, right? So that's why. So I've created, it's going to sound really silly now, but I've created a 2 weeks planning, where the weeks where I have the kids and when the weeks where I don't have the kids, I make sure that I have a slot for the trading and to revise and study already there in place, so that it's there. So I know that I have the time to do what I want to do. Yeah. So it's not getting pushed aside with the everyday madness that we normally have to deal with. No, so. Yeah.
I don't think that sounds silly at all. I think that sounds absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, very good.
Yeah. And I mean, I'd be interested to hear how you kind of made time when you started as well. So for me, I didn't have everything going on that you had going on, but I still had a full-time job. I also had a small business I was running, and I was in my early 20s trying to have a life.
Yeah.
And so I did the same thing. I was like, right, this is my time to do this. For me, it was earlier in the morning, so I did get up earlier than I wanted to, spent about half an hour of my trading, and then if I had more time, I'd do something in the evening after I finished work and doing everything else I was doing. But I remember I printed off, when I first started it, 2 signs. One which is, I am now a trader. I might have told you this before, and I stuck that on my desk in my little room in my house share, or flat share. And then another one I put above my bed, which is, change requires action.
Yes.
So every morning I would wake up and I would see this thing which is, change requires action. If I want something different, I have to do something different. And it was always challenging seeing that's like, no, I'd rather go to bed. I'd rather stay in bed. And some days that won, and I did stay in bed, but more days than not, I got out of bed. And I think one thing I would say to everyone is, perfection is not the goal. Progress is the goal.
Correct.
So if you have a day where like the kids are crazy, like work is crazy, and you don't want to deal with anything, you just want to have a glass of wine or whatever it may be, then that's okay. Yeah. Like, let's stop like, making this thing out that we're all going to be perfect, we're all going to be so good at this from day one. But if we have it as a priority and we make it so we do the right thing more often than we do the wrong thing, and I don't mean right or wrong, I just mean doing the thing to move you forward versus the thing which will keep you in the same place, then you're winning. You really are. And you are winning. Like, I know we're only a month in, but you've made real progress. Yes, we're not where we want to be just yet, but we wouldn't expect you to be after a month either.
Yeah. I mean, I've committed, because I'm doing the backtesting now. So I'm committed at least to find 10 backtests per week, so that I can have it prepared for our group coaching, which is great, by the way. But I can clearly notice on my backtesting when I'm trying to push myself because I'm too tired or something like this, the quality of my backtesting just goes and just goes. Okay, let's focus on quality instead of quantity, which is absolutely right. And this week I actually committed to myself to say, okay, do a little bit every day and try not to push yourself. And I can see already at least the first 5, much better quality. So yeah.
Yeah, I think we've all done that. It's like, I've got group coaching tomorrow. Yeah. I've only done 5. Yeah. I need to find 5 right now. Yeah. And you're like zooming through going, could this be one?
Yeah, you can squeeze it.
Josh would much rather see 5 than 10
Correct.
Right?
Yeah.
Or even 3 good ones. Yeah. And just be honest, like, look, I didn't have the time. Like, we do want more, so let's try and put the time in to get to them. But the quality is always going to be better. And a side note here to like go a little bit more advanced, but if you're backtesting and you have low quality, you may have 100 backtests, but if they're all bad quality, meaning they don't meet the strategy criteria, you've not backtested one strategy. You've backtested potentially 100 different strategies because they're not meeting the criteria.
Correct,
And that does not help anybody.
No, absolutely. And it's also like a little bit of a shift for myself to be a bit kinder to myself, to say, okay, if I don't complete the 10 back tests that I'm committed to and put a goal for myself that I should deliver, it's okay,
Yeah.
It's okay. It's better you focus on the quality rather than the quantity. So, because in the end, it will help myself advancing quicker.
Yeah.
Yeah.